Very warm welcome to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure you've been missing us now because we have gone for about a week or two without churning out another production. Right, we decided that we need to restart again this thing, to start right from the start. Like we did last time, we spoke about the stamps, we spoke about the crease, we spoke about the return crease and all that. So today we are moving forward with that. Today we are going to be talking about betting. What is betting? What is betting stance? What is stance? What is backlift? All of those things we are going to be talking about those things in the second segment. So in the second segment, I will be joined by Coach Sanoj as usual, and we also have another visitor today, a young man from Al Madina Cricket Academy. He's one of the most consistent players, consistent in batting, consistent in bowling. So we said that it would be a very noble thing to have him on the program so that we can get to discuss these and other cricket issues with the young man present. Thank you. Catch us in the next segment. Right, a very good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Now we are back in the second segment of this program. Today, like, as I said in the first segment, that we are going to have Coach Sanoj, and he's going to be talking about the three things in betting. That is the stance, the backlift, and what else, Coach?
Yeah,
the grip, stance, and the backlift. Right, okay. So these are some of the things that we are going to be discussing on today's episode. So what is the most important thing, Coach Sanoj, before we start digging deep into what we are going to be talking about as a batsman? What is the most important thing?
Yeah, hi all. Good evening. Great. So as a batsman is concerned, the stance and the backlift and grip is very very important. Okay. So as we know, if the batsman's grip is perfect, he will get more movement of his bat flow. Because batsmen use most of the shot vertically and horizontally. So the grip which will provide him better use of this most vertical shot as well as the horizontal shot. Normally vertical means we use for drives, forward drives, back foot drives, all this called vertical, because batsmen use this bat in a vertical way. Right. And there are other way, that is horizontal shot, that like pull shot, cut shot and sweep shot. All these movement batsmen swing the bat horizontally.
Right.
So the grip which will provide him a better movement of all these shots. So it should be differ from each individual's preference, okay? Because it's all about the mobility of the joints, hands, everything. It's all different. But we suggest that if you are in a going this scientific way, I mean this is actually proven that this grip will provide you better movement. That means better flow of the bats. So that's what I'm going to discuss today about the grip. Okay. So as you know, the grip, as we discussed about the handle already. So batsman, this is called the splice of the bat. Already we discussed.
Yeah, we spoke about that.
Before that, I want to tell one more thing. Everyone should we use cricket term. That means for a left hand, for a right hand batsman, his left hand he is called the top hand of the bat. Top hand. Okay.
The left hand.
Yeah,
right?
left hand top. And this hand is right hand normally calls bottom hand.
All right.
Okay. So because actually this is the dominating hand. Bottom hand, top hand is dominating, and bottom hand is supporting role. Because when he play a vertical shot, mostly the top hand play a major role, and bottom hand support the bat. That means we are not using most of the, only when batsman plays a horizontal, like pull shot, cut shot, sweep shot, all we need power. That time it will become dominated.
Right. So thank you so much, Coach Sanoj. Sorry for cutting you off, but thank you so much for that introduction. So what we are going to do now, we are going to give Coach Sanoj the floor to fully explain and describe whatever that is supposed to be done by the batsman. Right, thank you so much for staying with us. Right now, as we said in the previous segment, that we are going to have Coach Sanoj to talk about the grip, how to hold the bat.
Grip. There are three important things for batsman. He should be take care of when he go for batting. First one thing is grip. The batsman should know how to hold the bat. If depend upon his bat, his shot should be perfect. Okay. So it allows him to give more perfection of his shot if the grip is proper, because he can move his bat freely. So today I'm going to discuss about the grip. Okay, so in grip, as we learned that this is the handle of the bat, as we discussed earlier. So it is the handle of the bat, and the other part is splice of the bat. Okay, just now I told about the this is called the top hand of the batsman, and for a right hand batsman, this is the top hand, and right hand is the bottom hand. So just normal thing, you can hold the bat like this and just take it like this. Otherwise you can drop down the bat down and stand both feet in the keep the bat in the middle of the both feet, then just bend and take it like that. And when you are taking, there are few things you have to be taken care of. Okay, so one thing is there is V point is there. There you can see the thumb and index finger. It's meeting. There is one point is there, that is V point, and both of the hand you can see the V point. So it's all dependent. The bottom hand, the batsman should keep his V point. That meeting point should be straight to the splice of the bat. That is more important. Understand? If don't keep your V there or there, it will restrict. If you keep the bat like this, I mean hold the handle like this, so you can check, it will restrict the movement. Understand? The same way, if it is if the V is out of the, it will become awkward. The bat will become awkward. So it is better to keep your bottom hand V, the point straight to the splice. That very important. Okay, and also you can see this is the outer edge of if a right hand batsman, this is called the outer edge of the bat, and this is the inner edge of the bat. Okay, so there is in between this splice and outer edge, there is a small space over here. You can see this space. Okay, the top hand V should be placed somewhere in the area. So it should be like that. Bottom hand should be placed straight to the splice, and this V, top hand V should be placed over like this. Okay, this is the this is batsman, how the batsman hold the grip. And there are few things when you are taking grip. We can see there are bottom hand, in handle we can see three part. I mean this is bottom, this is top hand and middle. And we always, as a beginner, I mean a budding cricketer, always try to use the middle part of the handle. It is better because because normally we can see Sachin Tendulkar, the great player, so he used the bottom hand, bottom hand grip. So in this grip you will get more power, but most of the shot will go, I mean you must have a good control over the ball. Understand? Otherwise it will bounce up, I mean go up. So nowadays IPL is coming, so many of them using bottom, but in top hand it will provide you can hit through the grounds of the ball. So as far as a beginner is concerned, it is better to use the middle of the hand. And or when you are taking grip, just put one finger gap between the two. Don't keep it both hands together or too much away. It's advisable to leave one finger gap between the two hands. That's all about the grip. So if
all right, thank you so much, Coach Sanoj, for that very detailed explanation on how a batsman is supposed to grip the bat. So I just want you to come back onto something. What is, or as a coach or as someone who's learning the sport of cricket, how best can I utilize the V that you were talking about? What does it act like? Is it a guide for something, or can you just say something about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This V position is very, as far as it's very important. If you're talking about the lift also, because normally we take the back lift with that will come under next segment. But if you can see, simply say that if I am taking this top hand grip, understand? It's between splice and even I am lifting this bat, its bat is slightly facing, it's open. No need to keep the bat open. So that is more important, and you will get a free flow of the bat. That is very important. If you are making drives, it will not the hand will not lock.
All right.
That's what I told. If you are keeping the bottom hand grip, I mean the V position, it's away from this splice line. You can see if I am keeping the bat and I cannot move it because it's locked. The elbow is locked.
It's locked, yes.
But if it is there, it will allow the flow of the hand.
True.
That is very important because as we are making shot or stop, we need that flow. Then only you will get free flow of the bat, and you can hit the stock as free as possible. That's all about grip.